Hey guys, it's Davor from Tennis House. I will break down, I got a lot of mail, they want the one-handed backhand. So I'm going to break that down for you guys into 6 phases. I count the grip as phase number 1, the unit turn is 2, the contact, the loading is 3, the contact point is 4, the follow through is 5, and the finish is 6. So stay with me. I will split all of them up and put them separately on there because there's a lot of things to say about it. As always, please subscribe. Click on the right bottom of your screen now and subscribe and turn on the notification button. This is the 3rd video. We talk about the loading on the one-handed backhand now and the preparation a little bit in the sense of like the footwork, what you have to do. So on a regular one-hander, so we talked about the split, the grip, changing the grip in general and the turn. So now, wherever the ball is, in a regular rally, what you see is, you always see the players like getting out, a little shuffle, and they set and hit. That's the perfect scenario, right? So the ball comes right a little bit here, you split, you go out, in, and swing. So that's like a rhythm thing, you know, like split, turn, shuffle out, step in and hit. Sometimes we don't have time to do that. When you see the guys rallying and they go out here, step and hit and recover back, it always looks like nice and smooth when they go, and that's in the perfect world, right? So if you're under pressure, even with the one-hander, you see the greats like Wawrinka, Tsitsipas, like when they're in a team, when they're in trouble, the same as like a two-hander, what they do is they split turn, they run out now, they load the outside leg and push off and hit that ball. So the ball's coming out, they run, load, and then while they jump, the toes start already to point in the direction for the recovery. Very important. So they're loading, they're hitting, and the toes point already in the direction of the recovery. So that was the open stance. And in defense, it's the same. Split turn, the ball gets back, crossover, shuffle, load the back leg, and then hitting the ball. So remember, when you load, let's talk about a regular ball. When you load here, do not bend the knees too much. You lose energy. The energy you're storing right now, when you ride here, if you bend too low, you lose energy. If you do not bend at all, which a lot of recreational players do, you don't have any energy there, right? So use the big muscles, they run the show, use the ground force, and I think the number is about 20% bend and out. What I like to tell my players, since I want to give you practical tips, just tell them right before they hit, to squat a little bit and then go out. Split, squat a little bit and out. That squat a little bit going to help them to remember how to hit. With little kids, you tell them you drop a ball and you say bounce, and the bounce they have to bend, and at hit they get out. And then you can do that with controls where you stand in front of them, toss the ball and later on without just dropping it. As soon as it bounces, they bend, and at hit they go out. Just 2 ways to work on, like when to load the legs and hitting the ball back. So the loading is very important. As I said, all the power comes from the legs. It starts in the legs. Too many players play out of the upper body. So they hit like this, they use the shoulder, then they push, you see this. There's so many variations, I can show you 2 million things. The key is being ready, loading the legs, and then using that force so you have some momentum going for you to not just put pressure on the upper body. In the next video, we're going to talk about the contact point.